It's Week 17 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's in the top tier of the league. 50 receiving yards so far this season. It's the Vikings and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
First play, here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll throw again. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Callaway. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callaway. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cousins to throw it. Throw caught there by Osborne. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 59 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On third down, Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To throw from his end zone, Callaway. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 76 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Take him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 3rd and 2, Callaway. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
Formation for the Lions.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Osborne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Cook again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They run again on 1st down. Cook. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
Well, credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Following the fumble recovery, Callaway. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve
upset,
anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
On the return is Williams. Oh, nice move. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carried by number 26. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Buckley. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd down, Buckley. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Cousins now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Isaiah Pacheco with a touchdown run. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Vikings. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check on their numbers on the ground in the 1st half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
First down pass. Complete to a 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Buckley.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Callaway. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 14 yards that time for number 14. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
26. He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Buckley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. Open man right side is St. Brown. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Cousins. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Lions now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway, slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Callaway. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
The 1st down pass complete to Jamison Williams. A gain of 5 brings up
to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 to 36. Long in 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Callaway. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throw left side to Reynolds. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Callaway. This is caught by Williams.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Back to throw again.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. This pass complete to Reynolds. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Up the middle they go. Buckley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Baker. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw is Cousins. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Callaway got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll run on first down. Buckley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And he's got Jordan complete right side.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2.
Callaway. He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. And a little floater there is incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Callaway. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of it. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Callaway. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To the football. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. 1:36 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't